Welcome back to the library. Today I'm going to go through another exercise band workout routine. This routine I started doing about 2 years ago after I had a sports hernia. My sports doctor told me even though I had a hernia in my abdominals, it was due to a weakness in my glutes. So ever since then I've been doing this workout routine. The routine itself requires only one exercise band. This is the one I prefer to use. It's a fabric loop band with elastic built into it, high strength. If you don't have that and just have a rubberized loop band, that can work as well, as long as it's a heavy enough gauge. Or alternatively, if you only have your standard exercise band, you can actually use this and either double it up or just tie it as so, and then use it for the duration of the workout. So unlike most of my other workouts, which are circuits, this workout just includes 4 different exercises. Each set is done one after the other. You can just do all 4 exercises back to back to back to back, and that would be your workout. Or sometimes what I'll do is I'll integrate a couple other exercises, an upper body exercise, an ab exercise in between the sets, just to give my glutes a little bit of a break, and then make a whole workout out of it. So for today, I am just going to go through each exercise, just one set of each. Normally you would do each set of exercises 3 times. So I'm going to actually start down the hall. So for this and all other exercises in the workout, each set consists of 12 reps. Usually it's 12 reps per side, as each of the exercises has kind of a one side part to it. And each exercise, you'll just need to put the loop band just above your knees, like so. So this exercise, the first exercise, is called the Lateral Shuffle, and what happens is you just go into an athletic stance like so, a slight bend in the knee, and you're just moving sideways, putting tension on the band. So in this exercise, you're making sure that you don't bring your knees so close together that the band is loose and it falls down your legs. You want to keep tension on the band at all times. And so if you don't have enough room, like I did there, I could only get 10 reps in, then you can just split up the reps. Because you're doing them back to back to back anyways, you can split up the reps into more sets of fewer reps. So sometimes I'll do 4 sets of 9 reps instead of 3 sets of 12, which will come out to 36 anyways. So after you've done your other reps of lateral shuffles, I move into an exercise called monster walks. This one I don't necessarily count reps. I'm just using the same amount of space as I did for the lateral shuffles, and there's kind of a backwards and a forwards portion of this exercise. So all you do is you stand up and you turn your knees inwards. Your feet should be at about 90 degrees. I'll show you on camera there. At about 90 degrees inwards, and all you're doing is walking backwards, keeping tension on the band. So I'll start same spot I did last time, and I'm just going backwards. So rather than thinking about caving your knees inwards, you want to keep a strong knee. You actually want to rotate your entire leg from the hip to create the rotation, and then you should really feel a burn in the glutes on this one. Again, keeping tension on the band at all times, making sure you're thinking about keeping your legs wide. So again, that's one set. I'd maybe do 4 total of those because I couldn't quite get 12 lateral shuffles in. And then that would be one set of monster walks, and I'd do 3 more sets of those back to back to back. And it's a deceptively hard one to do. So after you're done your sets of lateral shuffles and all of your sets of monster walks, the next 2 exercises only require a little bit of floor space. So this one I call, for lack of a better term, skater strides. If anyone knows how to skate, it's essentially you're just going into an athletic stance and pushing back and to the side at about a 45-degree angle. And you're doing 12 per side. So I usually do 12 on a side, 12 on the other side. And then I alternate those with a set of just 12 squats with the band on it. So to demonstrate, really try to engage that glute of the striding leg. Think about squeezing it every time you stride back. So that's the strides. And then I'll go and do a set of just 12 squats. Making sure to keep your knees outwards. Don't let the band cave your knees in. Aim to get your thighs as close to parallel to the floor as possible. However, in this exercise, keeping wide legs, strong knees is definitely the most critical part. So once you're done the strides and the squats, 3 sets, 3 rounds, I would go straight into clams. So this one's lying on the floor, legs at about 90 degrees, and what you want is a straight line from your head to your hips to your heels, and you want your hips to be stacked right above each other, so you're not tilting away, you're not tilting forwards. So putting my arm out like this and resting my head here keeps everything in line. And all I'm doing is I'm opening and closing my legs, keeping my heels together. So you're working your top glute in this exercise for the opening against the resistance of the band, but you're also working your lower glute just slightly, trying to keep that leg on the floor as the other glute is pulling away from it. So that's one side. You should really feel it in the glute on your top leg. I'll just give you a different angle here for the other side. Again, keeping your hips stacked vertically is important in this exercise. You don't want to be leaning forwards towards the floor or backwards towards the roof. You want to be completely sideways. And that's it. So I would then just keep alternating sides for the clams until you've done 3 sets on each side. And then that's your glute loop band workout.